Welcome back to the Kyle Sutherland Show. We are round 2 is in the books, people. We just watched Rory McIlroy play some unbelievable. I gotta cut that now. We just watched Rory McIlroy play some unbelievable golf today. So, we're gonna quick reaction show for you guys today about reacting to round 2. We'll go through that, go through a couple storylines. We have a live call-in from earlier today of one of my buddies at Augusta. We'll tell you a little bit about what he ate, what about the merch shop, and you'll get a special surprise. Stick around to hear about how the crow's nest tastes. Okay, my buddy talks about what beer he would compare it to that you do know. So stick around. That'll be later in the show. But first, it's just me in my own skin. Me in my own skin. Yeah. That was a hell of a second round. I honestly feel bad for anyone that, has a job and isn't able to sit in front of their computer the entire day or in front of and sit on their couch starting at 9:30 this morning and watch golf the entire day. I feel bad for you. I'll throw that out there. I do feel bad for you because what an absolute fucking awesome day to sit on the couch and do absolutely nothing, because Rory is running away with the Masters by far. I don't think that's even, I'm not even talking hyperbole when we're talking about this, is that he has the largest lead since 1936. Rory is absolutely dominating the Masters. And what's awesome is that we have one of two things that are going to happen this weekend. Rory McIlroy is either shaking off his demons and is going to continue tearing the field limb by limb. We might have a course record alert, right? Like 12 under, I think 21's the record that Dustin had in the bullshit November Masters. There's a real chance of, Rory does that too, just like he played again. There's a real chance Rory's having an absolute. Okay, let's make sure the record at Augusta. This 268, which was 20 under par. I don't think that's out of play right here to say. That's, if he just is 4 under the next 2 days, he's at that, which, I think you're taking crazy pills if you're saying you're not signing up for a 68 both days from Rory. Someone's coming home from work right now. That sucks. You missed it all. You missed the entire Masters. I feel bad for my neighbors. I apologize to the neighbors as they come home from work right now. That sucks. But this tournament is Rory McIlroy's. Gamble responsibly. You're not going to get a great line, but I love an alt line right now. Also last night we said this course is going to firm up and the winners are going to be 8 or 9. Rory's at 12 already. So post round 2, does Rory set the course record? I think Rory playing. So the other half of what happens is either Rory does do that, sets the course record, does that, or his trauma at Augusta National has not even begun in the long storyline of trauma. If he blows this lead, he may never step foot in Augusta again for the rest of our lives. This would be an all-time choke job by him, and I would hate to see that by him. I didn't bet him, but he's been a great Masters champion. As much as we talked about a couple episodes of him having a little attitude problem last time. It seems like a lot of that was due to the pressure of winning. He keeps playing this. He didn't look great early in the year, but he keeps showing up to his majors like this. I mean, I don't think one major's out of the question, and I don't think another major. It's crazy for another major. It would be awesome for maybe a Rory slam, which I think everyone else is too good for in the field to make that happen right now. But if he plays like he did today and yesterday, at the next 2 days, no one's beating him. If he plays like this in every other major, nobody's beating him. It's just that simple. If he can putt like he did today, he is an unbeatable golfer. It's just that simple. Let's look up some advanced stats from our friends over at Data Golf. Go to datagolf.com. So strokes gained, Rory ranked number 1 in strokes gained approach, number 1 in strokes gained total, number 3 in strokes gained in tee to green. So what did we talked about in the first episode that strokes gained to tee to green is one of the most important things. The best people at strokes gained tee to green this week were very interesting. Patrick Cantlay, he's T24. So I like Cantlay finishing up. And same thing with Cam Young right now, who's T7. So, I mean, and then followed by Rory, and then Haddon, followed by Wyndham Clark, and then Justin Rose. So, I think there's a little bit maybe of still a parlay in there, some still money to be made without betting Rory. I think maybe some top fives. Parlaying a couple guys together in the top five. I don't know if you can do that right now. I think it might be too late in the game to parlay those. But some other guy, I love Cantlay top 10 maybe. I mean, Cantlay was so good today. 5 under today. Numbered 4 in strokes gained approach. Number 2 strokes gained, approach, yeah. Wait, which one is this? Yeah. Number 1 strokes gained tee to green. Number 3 overall in strokes gained. So absolutely a great day by Rory, but nonetheless, a fantastic day by Patrick Cantlay too. Yeah, so it started playing noticeably harder, and we have that by data. Strokes gain it played much easier today than it did yesterday. Total of the field was 2.5 strokes over by average. Today the average was we have that by total. Yesterday the average strokes was 2.5 over by the field. Today went down to 0.8. So noticeably easier, almost 2 strokes easier today. So they definitely, maybe Augusta National kind of de-teethed the golf course a little bit, you could say. But it also played much easier this afternoon, right? Which was antithetical to what we were talking about yesterday, right? We talked about how it was going to dry out and it was going to get so fast and firm by the afternoon wave. Is it really that the scoring was going to happen of the morning wave? And now it seemed like the opposite of that happened. At least according to the data, right? It's that first hole played so much harder this morning and then lessened up for the afternoon. It was only one birdie in the morning wave and then 2 birdies in the afternoon wave. So 57% of the field made par this morning on the first hole. 71% of the field made par in the afternoon. Now you could say maybe who that was, right? Maybe the amateurs were more stated for the morning round before, right? Yes, right. Obviously you could get that. But the course throughout the day played almost a 0.2 easier for the afternoon wave. Besides the 18th hole, which I guess Bryson really fucked that stats up for that. That's a little bit more of an outlier. So we were thinking it was going to get easier, and it didn't, right? I would say. So let's go to our boy Spieth. So Spieth had a weirdish, goodish round. He started hot, birdied the first hole, looked like he was going to light it on fire. Great ball striking coming into hole 2. Took 2 great 3-woods into it. Still, and then it really is putting, right? He was making a bunch of par saving putts, and was really never got the flat stick rolling the entire day. It seemed like he made a lot of par saving putts, but he was having no really birdie momentum crazy all day. He did make a great soft par putt at 8, which just seemed like that he was kind of knee knocker over. That was great. And then the approach shot in at 15, which was all worldly, and then 2 putts at first all par. So if Spieth just converts on half of those, he's awesome. Let's look him up on the data golf size. Yeah, so Jordan Spieth, strokes gained putting 76. Woo! Not great, right? 76, he's well past the cut. Strokes gained approach was 16. So striking the ball, awesome. That those stats, meaning, if you don't know, right, that those stats, he is striking the ball fantastically. He's getting the ball from the tee to the green awesomely, and then he's just blowing all the putts by. Very birdie or bogey like. That's why we love Jordan Spieth, because he's one of us. Those strokes gained approach should have him much higher. Dropping him down, obviously, for the week. Strokes gained for the tournament totally is he's number 42. Him making the cut and being tied for 32 right now is pretty great, considering what he how he putted today. So shout out Jordan. Maybe if he can get the flat stick rolling for some birdies, get some of those birdies, we can be in a little bit more contention. Now no one's catching Rory, but we'll see. But the main story of the day, the guy that was giving the absolute his swagger walk, main character energy from the minute he stepped on the range this morning, was Rory McIlroy. Rory is playing. We talked about it going in. Is that true? Is he going to be playing freed up? Yes. I think everyone needs to stop talking about it, because it's true. Rory is playing freed up. You can tell. Easy. He makes a couple early birdies. So, overall, first thing also for Rory, he drove the ball much better than he did yesterday. He was driving the ball atrociously yesterday. I think he was hit, when they had a stat early on, he hit 4-7 fairways early on in the day. So, driving the ball much better. Started out hot. Birdies at 2, 3, and 4. Bogeys 5, and then pars out till 10. Bogeys 10 again. So at that right, it seems like it actually may be a tournament. P. Reed's, I think, only 2 down, or maybe they might be tied at that point for the. And so it's really starting to seem like this may be a tournament, right? This night we're not looking like something we're not looking like we are now, like it's going to be a runaway match record. And then Roy just turns the absolute afterburners on, starting at 9. Birdies 9, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18. 6 birdies in his last 5 holes. Insane. His best shot today was, in terms of data golf, was his shot into 17 today. So his shot into the 17th, his chip in on 17. Obviously, that's going to be his best. And then the other one should be that, where's that par 3? That par 5, the par 3, yes. So the par 3, that shot was his, nope, that wasn't. Oh, it was his second shot on, it was his approach on 13 was his best shot of the day, according to Data Golf. Interesting. What was his approach on 13? Oh yeah, he just flubbed it out of the. That's crazy. That was kind of a layup. I guess that was how bad it was the one before, so that makes more sense. Hit 13 of 18 greens in regulation, and then 18 of 14 fairways. So doubles his fairways from the first round. Much, much better round from Rory overall. And he is in desperate lead of this tournament, like we talked about earlier. I mean, I don't think it's crazy to say that he maybe said the 20 that 20 numbers in real contention, and I don't think it's crazy maybe to throw a couple bucks on that of can Rory get to 21. I think Rory wants to get to 21. He's going to have that in his head that he wants the course record or he wants the Masters tournament record. He knows Dustin has it in that kind of bullshit 2020 Masters, and I think he wants it now. First, a break sponsored by the Masters. So Scottie Scheffler, he's quietly hanging around still. Did not have a great end of the round today. Not Scottie. It's a weird day by Scottie. So moving on to Scottie. Weird day by Scottie. He looked a little out of sorts. Definitely his putting was off today. According to Data Golf, off a 2 strokes. He lost on his putter. Not where. Let's see. He ranked 80th in putting today. I mean, similar to Jordan, right? Off the tee, he was striping 13th off the tee. But then putting, he was 80th in the field in strokes gained. So, not bad to be 2 over from that. Obviously, to not have the greens down has not been getting as much practice as Rory has, obviously, it seems like. Hit 10 of 18 fairways. Hit 11 of 14 greens today. Or hit 11 of 14 fairways and 10 of 18 greens today. So, was striping it, was hitting greens, just could not putt the ball to save his soul. Justin Rose, very emotional day by Justin Rose. You could tell he maybe really wanted this after thinking that he didn't play himself out of the tournament on day 1. Throws his putter in the air, tries to catch it, drops it, makes a dummy mark on the ground, has to fix on like the 3rd hole. Slapping his knee on the 8th hole. Rosie was a little animated today. Was missing a lot of short putts out there for the front 9, and did not really. It seemed like he had it as A kind of stuff, but then did kind of figure it out in the back. So he managed to finish 5 under, so 3 under for the day. So still in contention. If you take Rory out, number 1. In strokes gained approach, like everyone else, struggled putting today. 67th in putting today. Had a stretch of birdies. Birdied 7, 9, 10, 11, and looked like he was really gonna maybe make a run for it. And then made a bad bogey at 12. Had a short putt. He just kind of pushed it right by. And then just made 1 bogey kind of coming into 15. T4. So Rosie isn't out of it yet. He's gonna need a Rory-like day to finish anywhere close to he did. Hit 14 of 18 greens and 11 of 18 fairways. So not bad day from Rose. Some other randoms that did well. Tyrrell Hatton had a great round today. Hatton, kind of my surprise, was not expecting him to have to play so well today. I mean, fantastic. I mean, in terms of, there is nothing but green in terms of his Data Golf approach. I mean, number 3 in approach, number 4 in strokes gained, number 19 in putting. Overall, strokes gained is 2. Great day by him. Bad bogey in 18. Strokes, that was obviously his worst stroke of the day, according to the data. But overall, he was striping the ball. 18 of 18 greens, hit every single green out there today. And then 12 of 14 fairways. 12 of 14 fairways. Only missed the 8th on the par 5. 8th hole, but still made par. So, great day by Tyrell Hatton. T7 right now is 4 under for the tournament, 6 under for the day. So, it was 2 over yesterday. Would have been near that cut line yesterday at 2 over. It finished at 2. It finished at 4 today. So he had a very, very real chance of missing the cut line. Was able to kind of play his dick off today and not even avoid the cut line, but now he's close to being in the tournament. So maybe would love a top 5 finisher from him would be awesome. Or not be awesome. I wouldn't really care that much. Would be great from him. Especially you don't really see a lot from him anymore being at Live. Good day by Ben Griffin. First timer of the tournament, right? First day got him still his under from himself. 3 under of the day. Strokes gained, 8th in strokes gained, was putted fantastically today. Number 3 in putting. Off the tee, struggled a little bit today for sure. I think Big Bob Robert McIntyre deserves a little shout out. Big Bob did kind of bounce back, still got cut, but definitely had played the round that he should have played yesterday. He didn't make it as sad of himself, right? He was 1 under the day, finished +7 for the tournament, so he's packing his bags. Number 8th player in the world, packing his bags. But at one point was, I think, 5. He double bogeyed the 4th, which was tough, or the first hole. So got to 9. Birdie the 3rd, birdie the 4th, birdie the 3rd, birdie the 4th, birdie the 7th, bogey at 11, birdie at 12, birdie at 4, birdie at 15, bogey at 16. So little up and down round by him today. Obviously, his worst hole was that first hole, and then he really kind of from then on was 1 under for the day. So, would have been awesome if he could have got it to 4 and made the cut, but that would have been a big ask. His issue today was approach shots. His strokes gained 85. Was not striking the ball well and was missing a lot of greens. Was putting the ball great, but he was also then having to hit a lot of having a lot of close chip shots. Let's see how Amen Corner played today. 11th was 8 birdies at the 11th, 19. And then people played the 13th well today. Only 1 eagle today and 30 birdies today. So 34% of it were birdies or better. And then 70% played the par 12 and par or better. And then same 67% played the 12th in par or better. So the Amen Corner did not take teeth like it did yesterday. Yesterday, those same things actually didn't play that much harder than it did yesterday. That was the 11th played much easier today than it did yesterday, but the 12th and the 13th were not as crazy. What hole's the difference, really? 7 played. 7 played a lot easier today than it did yesterday. Cut line. So big names. I mean, I think the biggest name out of the tournament is Bryson DeChambeau. Bryson is fucking gonzo. Looked like he was gonna play himself. He played himself out of the tournament, honestly, yesterday. But looked like he was gonna kind of maybe figure out a way to get himself back in. Did not. Did absolutely did not get himself back into the tournament today. He was shooting well. He had a great. Yeah, so Bryson had a one under front first 9, and then second 9 3 over that very costly triple bogey on the 18th hole to get him out of the cut line. Had a chance to get up and down, put it in the bunker. Had a chance to get out of the bunker, put it in the bunker, and then just had to get it from the bunker. Okay, you fubbed one. Okay, that's very much okay. You put it up a second, you get up and down, you're playing the weekend. Puts it, hits it off, de-greens himself, now has to chip in and misses that. Bryson's going home, see you later. Now doesn't even, blew it by so that he didn't even finish at 5, so if the line moved, he was out of this. So sucks for Bryson. Thought he would be a little bit better. Cam Smith, just a not great performance by Cam Smith. Same thing, Bubba Watson. He was close to line, made bogey on 18. See you later. And Zach Johnson also out of this tournament also. So they talked about this multiple times on the coverage today. I don't think it matters anymore. No winner has come outside the top 25 after the first 2 rounds. We can eliminate a lot of the people of the field, but I think Rory did that himself this afternoon. I mean, I think Rory more or less eliminated most people. So if we're looking for who to bet on, I was going to say before, hey, we're going to gear down to 25, and it's going to come from this pool right here. I don't think it matters anymore. I think this tournament's over. I think Rory has very single-handedly won this tournament. So now it's all finishing for top 5, top 10, because this is now over. Let's rant about ESPN really quick. ESPN, it take away the Masters from ESPN. Let's put that out there. They've been slipping for years. They've slipped on really. We don't even talk about Wednesday. I'm not even talking about Wednesday. I'm going to talk about coverage. I'm going to talk about actual things that matter. I mean, the ESPN is more of a highlight segment when they get on than it is about showing live golf shots. Show fucking golf shots. Don't show Rory's 5 shots from this morning. Don't show all these repeats all day long. We see these golf shots live. The Masters happens once a year. It's the most prestigious golf tournament on. We're watching it. There's Amazon Prime. You make us pay for all these fucking other things. And now ESPN is just replaying what's already been on 500 times because they're like, oh, it's on our thing. It's, people are watching when it comes to ESPN, you know. And then it's like, hey, people don't give a shit about you guys anymore. Put the golf on TV and then stop ignoring the cut line. This is not ESPN's problem, so I guess I can't, but this is a weekly problem of on Friday coverage. It's like we don't know the cut line exists, and we are not showing the guys that are actively fighting at that line. Bryson was fighting all day for that line, and it turned into absolute drama. That's the only show, that's the only hole they showed of Bryson today, was that. I was having to watch Bryson in the app the entire day to see if he was going to make the cut. And the coverage didn't show him once today. What is that? The most, man, as I was screaming at the television, was the final group. Alex Noren is at +4 as to get right in the line. And they're showing the Rory interview. They're showing drone shots of Augusta of people walking out. They're talking about how this is the greatest day of the year. Hey, greatest day of the year. Show why it's so great. Show the guy that's fighting for his life to make a par so he can play for the weekend. Stop talking about how awesome this tournament is and show why the tournament's awesome. Show why a professional golfer wants to be in a fucking tournament so bad that he's at 4 over, 16 shots off the lead, and he's grinding out there. And they're like, I guess when he gets to the green, we'll show it and we'll tell you that this is putts for. It's like, it would have been nice to see maybe his drive on the hardest hole of the course. It would have been nice to see his approach shot up there. Maybe if you guys wouldn't have been fucking stiddling your thumb up your ass with Rory the entire time, asking him the same effing questions you did the day before. I was screaming, show the competition. That's why you have coverage rights. ESPN has coverage rights to show the competition of golf, not to show these drone shots of people walking out, not to show, so here's the tournament, this is the best tournament of the year. I know it's the greatest tournament of the year. You don't have to tell me that. Thank you. When you tell me that, it makes me not believe you because you're pieces of shit. This is the Masters. It's not a fucking documentary. It's crazy. Show golf. Stop showing people wanting and trying to like just hit like wedge shots and like cool cutaways. That's not golf. You guys are trying to make some weird ESPN show. Show the Masters. It's why you have the rights. Honestly, you shouldn't have the rights. I think I am team kick ESPN off of Masters coverage. They don't deserve it anymore. ESPN is a shameful job these last couple of days. This is the Masters, not a fucking documentary. Storylines, Rory playing freed up. Yeah, we talked about that. Obviously, I think he is playing freed up. I'm just going to say like there, Rory seems like he's playing a little freed up. Sky doesn't have his game. I think that's holding true. I mean, I think he's looked like himself at points. He's looked like the Scottie that maybe hasn't been practicing very much at all at points. And I think maybe that's been a little bit true. They've been talking about Rory saying he's been fucking grinding at Augusta, taking trips there. I think Scottie could probably take a couple trips there. He's a 2 times Masters winner. Obviously, with a kid, that obviously is probably a reason that he's not doing that. So I would not expect Scottie to be going off this weekend, but it's every time I say that, it'd be pretty dumb, and then he's going to do the opposite. Spieth, like we talked about, Spieth did not shake off him thing today. Good day by Tommy. So the lad boy Tommy himself. Tommy 4 under today. So Tommy seems like he's having a good year. He's, I think, a good top 10 finish from him. I think if someone wasn't running away from it already. The ex-Live guys, Reed and Brooks. Reed had another great day by Patrick Reed. And then Brooks, Reed finished at 3 under for the day. So good day by him. He's 6 under. He's tied 2 right now. So great by him. Not even good by him. And then Brooks is at 3 under T13. So Brooks is on his way. He keeps playing that for a top 10 also in the Masters. So both fantastic of the ex-Live guys. The young guys, Gotterup had a good day. Gotterup 3 under for the day to finish at 3. So I would say like him to see playing well, maybe a top 20. Bridgman, I think, struggled today, +2. Still at +1, so didn't play himself out of the tournament. Still made the weekend, which for a newbie is honestly a victory in itself. Because Akshay did not. Akshay was +5 today. Akshay played himself out of the tournament today. Starting the day at +1, very much had the capability to finish in there. Finish at +6. See you later, buddy. And the same thing with Nico. Nico Vavara was out of it anyways. He was +6. Liv honestly, live guys struggled, right? Rahm barely got his ass in the cut line, finished at 4, and could have very well been cut if it would have moved. Bryson obviously got cut. Watson got cut. Schwartzel just played as well into the things. Smith got cut. McKibben got cut. Ortiz got cut. Johnson made it in. Haddon made it in. And Garcia made it in. So most of the live guys, see you later. Colin definitely still seems like he is having a little bit of the back issues. So that seems like it hasn't totally gone away yet. And I still hate the AT&T commercial. So those are our storylines from yesterday. Overall, we've been going a long time. I can really just talk Masters, people. You guys are just hearing anyone with the podcast is just a lot of Masters these last couple of days. So, great recap show today. Great second round. We will have a show tomorrow night recapping the third round going into the final round. And seeing maybe if Rory can take this Masters or if this really is not going to be, this is going to be over. So let's kick it over now to our call from earlier today to my buddy Mitch that was on site at Augusta National. And you can hear his talk about a little food, talk a little merch. So let's kick it over on him now and see like that. Oh my God.
Hey, brother.
It said Mitch calling from the Masters.
Yeah, I figured that would pop up on your phone. We're just geeking.
Oh my God. How is it, buddy?
You want me to downplay it for you, or
no? This is gonna be on the podcast, so I want live.
It's everything you want, man.
Oh,
we walked in grinning ear to ear. We missed out on the gnomes, but we walked some of the course, and we followed Zach Johnson for a little bit. We've hit the merch. It's literally everything, man. It's amazing.
I love to hear that. So I have some questions. What was did you get food yet?
So we had breakfast food. We haven't had the other sandwiches.
Okay. What breakfast food did you have?
Had the just breakfast sandwich, and then
okay.
we got. I actually did have a bird's nest, which is exclusive, obviously, to the Masters.
A bird's nest.
It's essentially citrus beer, but lemon, only for the Masters.
And how was it?
Delicious. You know, I mean, best way to put it is Blue Moon instead of orange. It's lemon. Yeah. So very refreshing, and we took our one exit to just drop off merch. Which, by the way, I got everything you wanted.
Oh, you're the fucking best. Wait, so merch? That was my other question. What merch? Give me the merch experience. How was it going? How was it being in there?
You're not prepared. It doesn't matter how prepared you are. The moment you get in there, you're overwhelmed and you panic buy. Because I panic bought. So.
Did you go over budget?
Oh yeah, and I'm coming back tomorrow with. I mean, I spent bucks already. So all right, I don't have too much.
All right, sounds good.
There's the line. But,
yeah. Hey.
See you again tomorrow, bro.
I love you, brother. See you later, brother.
Yeah,
peace.
Love you too, man. Yeah, have a good one. Look for me on TV.
I will. So, thank you guys for watching. Remember, please like, comment, subscribe. I really do appreciate it. Happy Masters. Continue watching this round, and we'll be back tomorrow. Have a great day. Thanks, guys.